Sekou, who scored against South Sudan, the 23-year-old Montpellier forward, making his way onto the pitch at the expense of Meshak Elia, who is in the starting lineup as a new addition. Senegal lose out once again, and on the turn it's DR Congo who are advancing. Wan-Bissaka takes his time, waits for support to arrive, and out for a corner. On a warm evening, and a real feel of a cauldron. Pressure from every angle. Pressure on the shoulders of the hosts to perform, maintain their leading position in this group. And a hostile environment for the Senegal players to come into, looking to shift things round at the top. Headed into the mix and all the way through, almost the pressure. And the scorer of the first DR Congo goal on the shoulder of the goalkeeper once again, as Jackson tries to whip the ball away from the feet of the DR Congo defence. Diarra. I'm not happy with the decision of the assistant on this near side. And given as a corner, the DR Congo players desperately feeling like they should have been owed a goal kick there. Twice the African champions having to defend. This is Diarra. Falls to the edge of the area. It's really wise play once again from Iliman Ndiaye. Just seems to whip around and be able to take the ball from anywhere he goes. Space. Not utilised completely by Senegal, and now DR Congo will try and break. Well, the flag had gone up, and plenty of appeals from Bakambu. Did look a touch offside. Come up from Johan Wissa. As the medics and physios had prepared themselves, but they make their way back into the dugouts. Inside the final 20 minutes, all level. DR Congo up against Senegal. Top two separated by 1 point going into tonight. And as things stand, points will be shared, which is not what the visitors need. I'd be quite happy to see this finish in a draw. DR Congo. Although you feel they would certainly have hoped for more, going 2 goals up in the first 35 minutes. and Jai. And they would have been dreaming of a historic victory. Still within their reach if they can find something. They'll need to be slightly more clinical than this slip from Vissa. Just unable to stay on his feet completely. And then taking time to get back to his feet. And he is walking quite gingerly here, Wissa. Here's confirmation of the substitution from earlier on in the game, as Nathaniel Buku making his way onto the pitch earlier on, and more changes now will be made. Jos Kayembe, a Genk defender, coming on, and alongside him, although maybe a slight confusion over who would be entering the field of play at what time. Charles Pickle, the player alongside Kayembe, and fourth official with some choice words towards the DR Congo staff. You were trying to take the opportunity to use and impart some final words of wisdom to the players joining the pitch. It's Siddiqui coming off along with Johan Wissa. And Newcastle fans hoping that that is either a planned substitution or precautionary after the way he's been targeted tonight, and has had a few moments where he's walked slightly gingerly. He was obviously brought off the pitch by the medical staff. Was up and walking, able to move, but had taken some heavy hits. So just over 15 minutes left to play, all level. And so as things stand, Democratic Republic of Congo would maintain their position top of the group. Sek finds Captain Koulibaly. Gay works the ball well. The pitch increasingly slippery, as we've seen on a number of occasions now. Ball just not moving in the way the player's expecting it to, due to the weather conditions here. So Bartel making sure his wall is in place, just a one-man wall up front for the hosts. And Diata waiting for the right opportunity. Nice in-swinger, what a goal! And Senegal lead! But the flag is up. And it won't stand. Well, a perfectly taken free kick routine. The timing just slightly off. And, well, let's take a look back. Perfectly placed ball. It was chested in by Sadio Mane, but ruled out, and so we are level still, 2 goals apiece. And Jai. Foul given the way of Senegal. Taken quickly by Njai. Finds his Everton teammate. So much of the play coming through those two linking up. So Drissagay on the ball again. Sek. Diarra making the run. Back to Sek. Experienced centre-back now, 33 years old. Well, appealing with the referee is Sami, who came through the academies at Lyon and Nantes. So look back at the collision and the foul that's been given. There's changes for the hosts. Coming off Cedric Bakambu, who scored the opening goal in this game. 3 goals in 3 games for him. His team pegged back and now all level. And he's been replaced by Fiston Mayele. He's his football for Pyramids FC in the Egyptian Premier League. Wan-Bissaka. Goalkeeper having to come well out of his area. Promising attack for DR Congo. Fizzles out before Mayele can get there. And Jai. Well, he was brought off around this point in the last game against Sudan as they won 2-1, or 2-0 even, but I do feel today he's been such an instrumental part of what Senegal have done. The coach's imperative, you feel, will be to keep Iliman Ndiaye on the pitch. Same just limping slightly. Previous Coupe de France winner with Nantes. Plays his domestic football in Kiev. Brought down well. DR Congo on the attack. High looping delivery. Headed down. Well defended by the captain Koulibaly. Trying lots of counter-attack. Sadio Mane charging. Just brought away from his feet. Into the final 10 minutes. Imagine we'll have a chunk of time at the end added on. 5 minutes added on at the end of the first half. And with a fair few stoppages in the second half. I feel this will not be over in the 90 minutes. Can either team break the deadlock in that time, though? That's a result that will heavily favour DR Congo in the standings. Senegal, well, they've had the ball in the back of the net in this half, ruled out. He would have been disappointed to concede in the manner he did, Dimitri Bertal, after a really solid first half. Captain sends the ball forward, headed on, down on the edge of the area, cleared away hurriedly. Touch from Wan-Bissaka, and the ball out of play and given as a Senegal throw, and the roar once again you can hear from the crowd. Another decision they feel should have gone their way. Deflected and then collected by the goalkeeper. Six minutes of regulation time to play. Senegal leaving it late if they're to topple DR Congo from the top of the table. Sadio Mane, who had his goal in the second half rolled out, leaving the pitch. The player and Liverpool legend who makes his way off the pitch. Check Sabali, the Mets winger, who was instrumental to their promotion last season, making his way onto the pitch. 15 goals and 4 assists he scored, and also found the back of the net against England as they became the first African nation to beat England. That was back in June. Had a deal on the paper for a move to Middlesbrough, which fell through this transfer window. So 5 minutes left to play. Sek comes back to his keeper, Edouard Mendy. All level. Will we have a winner? The Stade de Martyrs, or will it be points shared between the top two? Advancing with pace is Senegal. Set up nicely, and there's the winner. Surely Senegal finally have their third goal, and that one won't be ruled out. A result that will send them top of the table. Well, so much pace, utilising it so well, and able to charge through the DR Congo defence. And there's nothing that Dimitri Bertal could do to stop that. So fast on the turn. The substitute, Sabali, sending it central. With so much pace. DR Congo have stood so strong. When the ball fell to the feet of Papsar, there was nothing that they could do. And after scoring against Sudan on match day 7, he finds the back of the net once again. A hugely important goal. And the Tottenham man will have all the plaudits after this game if this is how it ends, because it could be a goal that will send Senegal to the top of the table. Well, all the frustration will be amongst the DR Congo camp. Going 2 goals up, looking to make history, the first time in a generation that they have come close to beating Senegal. But all change in the second half. Well, they're claiming that there's a foul in the build-up. And, well, the tension's all boiling over. Well, it started so well for the hosts. So much hope coming into this game, topping the table. And the yellow card has been shown. We'll bring you confirmation of who's been involved in that tussle as soon as we can. But it is Senegal who have the third goal. We will have a fair chunk of time added on at the end of the 90 minutes. Will it be enough to see DR Congo chase for an equaliser? Well, it's been the other way round all game. It's been Senegal who have had to really huff and puff and fight their way through after going 2 goals down. The top of the table clash, which always promised to deliver, and as we cross over the 90 minutes, it's a game that has given us drama and excitement in abundance. Desperate to take at least a point. DR Congo trying to come forward. Senegal now, who have been the chasers all game, who now have to hang on. So the yellow card shown to Senegal's number 6. They cease. So play briefly stopped as those around the stadium can remove some of the objects that have been thrown onto the pitch. The stands have been cleared. And we are deep into additional time as we take this throw. Ball pings around. Senegal try and clear. Now they do convincingly, but it's only out for a throw once again. Kuela. 2 of the additional minutes played. DR Congo desperate to equalise. Saka manoeuvres himself well. Coelho again. Move forward, headed up and now back down. Tried to thread the ball through the area and cleared away. Only out for a corner. And Buku, the man jogging over to take the corner kick, a goal on match day 7. In swinging ball, nicely weighted. No one there to meet it in the blue and red. And it's Senegal who try and come away with it. Now 3 of the additional minutes down. A real change in the atmosphere. And Jai, unlike matchday 7, has played the full 90 minutes. Such an integral part of what Senegal have done today. And they'll keep pushing, trying to find a 4th and really put this game to bed. No one up in support. The free kick won. Kayembe, one arm raised, the Watford man. Nicely weighted ball, headed up and over, out for a corner. 4.5 additional minutes. Buku takes the steps back. Montpellier forward. Eyes fixed. The ball goes all the way through, and Edouard Mendy is there. Well, a big opportunity. It was Kayembe who was there lurking at the back post, and Koulibaly, the captain, now in discussion with the opposite man in the Senegal team. It was chested down by Mutusami. Everyone rushing in, and clipped was Mendy. Almost 6 minutes played over the 90. No sign yet of how long we will play on for. And of course, with incidents happening on and off the pitch during that time, we will play on to the referee's discretion. Of course, take their time. And that is it. Senegal celebrate. They go top of the group on 18 points. What was a 1-point gap in the advantage of DR Congo is now a 2-point gap advantage Senegal with 2 games left to play. Well, they did it the hard way, going 2 goals down in the first 33 minutes, but